Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your friendly neighborhood makeup hobgoblin here. And first things first, to start things off, I want to shout out Smileymoon Studios. They have sent me a handful of earrings. I've been buying from them for almost a year now. I think the first ones I got from them were little squishmallow strawberries, and I've just been following the brand ever since. They're acrylic earrings. The hooks are hypoallergenic, so I'm able to wear them because I'm allergic to nickel and steel. And these are their little Halloween ones, and these were kindly gifted to me, and I just want to shout them out because I am a very petite creator on Instagram, so just the fact that a brand enjoyed my, especially a small-owned business, enjoyed my content enough to want to work with me is just, it's really cool. And yeah, it's a lot cooler than a makeup, I feel like, because earrings last forever and I can always share them with other people. Like, I don't know. There's a few pairs I think I'll send to, like, my sister, and just, you know, they're just really cute. And I think I've worn them, like, every day to work. These are my favorite earrings. I think they're, like, just enough spooky, but not over the top, because they have the same style with, like, the horror characters, so like Jason and everything. Not my vibe, but I know it's a lot of people's vibe, so I really just wanted to shout them out because I wear a lot of their earrings in a good handful of my posts. Not all of them, but a good handful. Okay, so let us get ready. I am going to be doing a 2 looks 1 palette with the Weirdos, and I'm going to do the same thing I did last time with 1 on each eye, just so we can get kind of as much out of it as we can. We might do the same thing we did with the 1964 and split the palette in half, so I'll use the top 6 and then the bottom 6 shades. Let me just show you both of them next to each other, because I'm sure a lot of you guys bought more than one, if not all of them. I will say, super sad, my shade Marilyn is totally leaking in the palette, if you can see that. But that is, it's a normal occurrence in, like, those squishy shades, but that's the only one that's done it. And I will say, I felt like it felt a pinch drier than Lily, so maybe it's because the oil has just, like, leaked out. I don't know. Hi, yes, so in this portion of the video, I've just sped up my initial eye look because I hated it and I ended up taking it off. But I did just want to have it in there because maybe it would have been a look that inspired you. So the first shade I took was Blessed Bee, and I put that all through my crease. I buffed it out to kind of blow out the outer corner, and I ran it under the lash line. I then went in with Snakes, and I did the exact same thing. Really messy, really grungy type look. And then I go in with Power, I believe, on the lower lash line, just because I wanted to use the bottom 6 shades. And I do go in with the black shade called I Bind You, and I put that on the outer V of my eye and a little bit under the lash line just to add some depth to the look. And now I'm going in with the shade Feather to place on my lower inner waterline and inner corner, but keeping it quite low. This shade confused me. I thought it was going to have more of a green flip, was not prepared for the red flip. However, if you're into that, that's great. Now I'm just comparing the shade Weirdos and Glamour. The way they look on camera was pretty much not the way I looked at them when I saw them. The colors, obviously they're multi-chromes. I decided to stick with Weirdos. It's a very squishy shade, but quite dark. I do believe this would be a beautiful eyeliner shade if you did just like a graphic wing liner with this, because it would have all the flips. As a lid shade, I personally hated the journey in which I was on, which is why this happened. And then I thought I could save the look by placing Feather all over the lid, and my god, did I hate that even more. So yeah, just want to keep this in here just in case you like super dark green blown out looks with a red flippy thing on the lid, but it wasn't for me, so I decided to take it off. I will continue to do looks with this palette, but maybe plan them out better. Go into the purples and do something with that. So I'm gonna start with Power. I'm gonna go into 3x3, probably use I Bind You, and then probably go into Invoke, and then we'll see where that puts us. Man, oh man, did I not enjoy that other look. It just was not the vibe. But I think Power looks like such a pretty, oh, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful matte, like grayish purple, well, like grayish with a purple undertone, because it's not necessarily purple. Already loving this better. Let's go into 3x3, which is the matte purple, and just build this up. I mean, this palette definitely has a good grunge option, but it just depends on how you apply the colors, because I definitely did not do a good job with building those greens. Maybe lashes and liner would have pulled it together, but I don't want to do a look that I'm like really not happy with and then be like, yeah guys, make sure you get this palette, you know? So I'm just going back and forth between both of those initial crease shades. Probably just gonna do more of one of my like classic eye shapes. Nothing crazy. Okay. I'm gonna use the same brush that I used the black. It's the Morphe Nyan FF6, and dipping into I Bind You, but we're just gonna, you know, you know what else could be really pretty with this palette? If you took the shade Weirdos, which was the black and red that I didn't really enjoy in my look and how I applied it, that as your winged eyeliner, that could look really cool because it would have different shifts in different light. Ooh, a little too much. Okay. I like this. I like where this is going. Let's take Invoke and we're gonna put this all over the lid, and I think this is gonna be a squishy shade. Oh, okay, this is one of the shade. This is beautiful, stunning, slay my life. Putting the tiniest, oh my god, that looks so cool. So I put a little bit on the lower lash line. Wow, this is a beautiful shimmer shade. Wow, I really like this. And I'm sorry I have to do this. I'm going to dip out of the palette for an inner corner highlight. I'm just gonna go in with MAC Floof. This is my face. I'm sure most of y'all have some form of like a little white inner corner shade that you could use. All right, we're gonna go into the pink row for this eye. And yeah, let's just do it. So I'll start with He's Sorry. Let's just grab some clean brush, please. All right, here's a little Morphe Coca-Cola brush. I'm gonna start with He's Sorry, which is the pink, which this pink paired with the lilac from 1964, can you imagine? Stunning. And I'm gonna be, so now I'm technically doing a two-tone dye look. Because I want them to appear the same, just be two different colors. Let's go into Dangerous Type, which is more, it's closer to a red on the scale. But I'm okay with that. Let's not choke the brush that much, jeez. Which makes sense though, because it seems to be, oh, wrong shade. Whoopsies. Like having these reds to, or like the pinky reds to pair with the green makes sense for that shade Feather to be in there. And then in the shimmer we're gonna use on this look, which is I'm Flying, it does, makes sense to have these colors. Okay, Dangerous Type, under the eye. Just gonna smudge this eye out a little, just so they pull out the same amount. Now let's go into I Bind You, which is the black, because obviously I need the depth on both eyes to sit around the same level. And this black seems to blend really easily. I mean, this little eye look would be really good for a like a little devil eye look. Going back into Dangerous Type to just buff out the edges there. And then I didn't add any more product to this brush. I'm just using it to soften that edge. I am content with the mattes right now, so we're going to go into I'm Flying, and oh my god. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Maybe just a hint. Stop, this looks so cool. This shade might have like a hint less sparkle compared to Invoke, but still stunning. I really like the little lower lash thing that I decided to do for no reason. Really content with that. And then again, I'm gonna go into MAC Floof on the inner corner. I'm back because I wanted to do my blush and highlight on camera because they are from the Pat McGrath holiday collection, and I feel like it might be really helpful for you to see these shades like applied in action. So starting with the blush, this is in the shade Nude Venus 2. It is different from Nude Venus. Not by much, but it is. And it's a little bit darker, and I will say ever so slightly less neutral warm. Maybe it's more neutral neutral. I don't know, but I really like it, and my favorite way to apply this is with the undyed goat hair from Saie G. And I find with this formula, it's like to pat it on is the most effective. See? But I'm enjoying it. Lasts all day for me, which is great because normally, like if I'm wearing my makeup to work, I am wearing it for many hours, so okay. And for the highlighter, I'm also going to use a Saie G brush. This one is the Sculpt 3, and this highlighter is the Baked Gelée formula. It is a different formula than last year's. It has a little bit more glitter. Last year's highlighter, I don't really want to go into it because you can't get it anymore, and when I tell you, like, the best highlighter ever made. But this one, I still think it's really pretty because of the tone. So it has a little more glitter, which you can see, but it's pretty to me. I think it's really cute. And again, lasts all day. Can't complain. And it just looks wet. Should we do some form of like a Halloween lip? Ooh, you know it would be pretty? Melt Earthling, I think. I think that's okay. That will have to, it will have to do. And then let's do some spray. The spray is mainly for the cheeks to marry all that together. But this is the final look using the Weirdos palette. Technically 3 looks, even though that 1 look. And then the Pat McGrath Holiday Cheek singles. All right, let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you purchased this palette. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.